Hey guys, Danny here. Today we're looking at the MJX Bugs 3. Look at this thing. So this is a very popular drone. There's already a lot of review videos of it. I decided to pick this up myself, so I paid real money for this. This wasn't sent to me for review. So the MJ Bugs is a very popular line of drones. This is the third version. These drones are designed to carry action cameras. These drones are very popular online. There's already a lot of review videos for these. So I wanted to check this out myself and see what all the buzz was about. The drone has some impressive specs. It has a 300 to 500 meter control range. It's also capable of flying between 15 to 18 minutes. It's got very powerful brushless motors which enable it to lift your action camera. It's also a very steady flyer. So I'll be doing a full review on this. I'll be unboxing it. I'll be showing you some flight footage and also some footage from my action camera. Of course, if you're interested in buying this product, I will put a link in the description for you. I'll also check and see if I can find some coupon codes. So be sure to check that out. Okay, let's take a look and see what we've got in the box. So of course we've got the drone itself. It's actually a little bit lighter than I was expecting it to be, but it hasn't got the battery in it in the moment. Really cool design. These motors are going to be nice and powerful. This top part feels a little bit plasticky. The arms, however, feel a lot better. They almost have kind of like a rubbery texture to them. Nice landing gear also. We've got our battery, of course, which is a 7.4 volt battery at 1800 milliamp hours. We have our prop guards. I'm not going to be installing these. We've also got our charger and a UK wall plug. Obviously yours will be different from wherever you purchase from. We've also got 2 packs of 4 propellers, so you've got a spare set here, which is nice. We've also got these taller landing gear, so this is for when you put your action camera underneath, so you've got a bit more clearance when you land. We've also got our action camera holder. We've got a little tool for installing the blades, a little screwdriver, also the sticks for the controller, and of course the controller, which gives us 300 to 500 meters of range. Feels quite nice in the hand. It's a good size. Unfortunately, it's too small for my Yi 4K Plus. You can see if I try and put it in, the sides bend and then it won't close. So what I'm going to try and do is unscrew this part here and see if I can get my original case for my Yi to fit onto this. So I'm going to try this now. The blades are very easy to install. You have this little diagram here that shows you how to install them. You'll see that they are coded by letter. The landing gear simply screws into place. It was really fun flying this drone. It's got a lot of power and it's very maneuverable. The fact that it doesn't have GPS does make it slightly unstable if you try and hover in one position, and it can sometimes be hard to get really smooth shots if it's windy. On this particular day it was quite windy, so it was fairly hard to control. You can see there's another drone in the air, and that's my brother flying his at the same time. He also decided to pick up this drone. The drone was incredibly responsive and responded to all of my input very quickly. I didn't notice any delays, and I was also able to fly to a very high height. I wouldn't really go any higher because I wasn't comfortable doing so. The drone basically got to almost a dot in the sky. Range was never really a problem. It was more than enough for what I needed to use it for. The drone is also capable of doing flips. I didn't do this while the action camera was attached. I did this a little bit later on, and they performed pretty well. I thought the spins were okay. They could have been a little bit tighter and a little bit more refined, but I still think they worked well. Unlike some other drones around this price point, this drone does not have altitude hold. For this reason, I do think it's not great for beginners. If it's your first time flying a drone, I wouldn't recommend picking this one up. But if you're slightly more experienced, I would definitely give it a go. Although because it doesn't have the altitude hold, you can have so much fun. If you completely bring the throttle down, the drone will literally fall out of the sky, and then you can whack it back up again, and the drone will even self-right itself and has enough power to slow down. So this beeping you can hear in the video at the moment is the LBC warning, which basically means the drone has low battery. You have a very long warning, and I got to maybe another 5 or 7 minutes of flight time before the battery died. I'll now let you enjoy some of the footage, and then I will go on to my final review. This thing is a bit of a beast. Because of its brushless motors, it's extremely powerful. It's definitely able to carry most action cameras. I did have a problem with the camera mount, as you could see with my one. I did think this was a bit of a bummer. This drone isn't cheap, so it would have been nice if it came with maybe another holder to suit some bigger cameras. But I was able to get around that by using some tape and using my own holder that already comes with my camera. But that was a little bit of a bodge and was a little bit annoying that I had to do that. So please bear that in mind if you do have a slightly bigger action camera. I have a Yi 4K Plus, and that one was too big to use in the holder that comes with the drone. This definitely feels like a premium product, and I think it is definitely worth the price. If you pick this up in flash sale, you can get this for a really good deal. You may think it's a bit of a downside, this drone doesn't have GPS or altitude hold, but the fact that it doesn't have that makes it really exciting for me. I've flown GPS drones and you don't have that same excitement because you know if anything goes wrong, you press a button and that thing's coming straight back to you. This thing definitely gives you more of a thrill and more excitement, so therefore I would say it's not suitable for beginners. I'm not saying that if you've never flown a drone before you're not going to be able to fly this, but I think you will find it difficult and it's quite a hard drone to start off with. So I would recommend maybe going with a GPS drone or something else that's a bit more stable. This is very powerful. It's more than capable of holding its own up against some pretty strong wind. I would also say due to this drone's very high power and its brushless motors, please be careful if you do get this drone. It is a toy, but at the same time, if these propellers hit you when it's in motion, it can cause a lot of damage. So just make sure you treat this with a bit of respect. Don't fly it too close to yourself or others. The controller is quite basic, but I like it. It feels nice in the hand and the controls feel as they should do. The controller takes 4 AA batteries. I do feel for the price you pay, the controller is a little bit plasticky and feels a little bit cheap, but I didn't have any issues with it and it performed really good. The range was really good, it was responsive, and all the buttons did as they should do. This red button up here, this kills the motors by holding it down, and you can also press it to start them again. Overall, I really like this product. I think if you can find it when it's on sale or when it's in flash sale on GearBest, for example, you can get yourself a really good deal. This is one of the cheapest brushless drones you can get. There may be some others that will come out soon, but at the time of filming, this is a very good deal. Of course, I'll put a link in the description if you'd like to pick this up. I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And hey, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for more videos like this one. And of course, I will see you in the next one.